Hey everyone, it is July 8th, 2024, and we can start with the stock picks that I made on Friday's video. So I said Microsoft was a good long. We can make the D1, super strong uptrend. But today, and I mentioned that you should only be really day trading stocks at this time. Swing trading stocks is pretty risky in this market environment. Just because we're at an all-time high on late volume. So really a drop could be coming and it could really take your profits away on swing trades and put you in a loss. So I would be day trading mostly. Microsoft, it is down for the day. Not moving too much. So the gains aren't erased. So it's just kind of a doji forming, like a very small candle. So we'll see how it closes today. But Microsoft, I did not trade today, and I would have not traded today as a day trade. So that's that. Starbucks for short is still looking good. As I mentioned, I liked how weak it was going through AVWAP-E with the continued selling. Earnings isn't until the 6th, August 6th. Just continued selling. Today was no different. The market is slightly down today. It gapped up and it's slightly down. Starbucks has got an alert for INTC. We'll review that in a little bit. So Starbucks just generally weak today. So that was Starbucks is a good day trade short, even potentially a swing trade short. But I do not want to hold swing trades if I don't have to, especially short swing trades, just because the market has been strong the past couple of days. So I'm really trying to follow the system and not counter trend trade. If you were to swing shorts, Starbucks is definitely one of them that is a good swing to have. But I think Starbucks would even be more an ideal candidate once the market shows a little bit of weakness and looks like a top may be forming and a dip may be coming. So keep Starbucks on your radar. I think it can be a good short setup if the market has a dip soon. So I'll take Starbucks off the list. And now I will go into trades that I took today. So today was not a great day for me for trading. A lot of execution mistakes. So I'll first start with Intel. Intel, I went long today. Intel, I went long at 33.57 at around 10:45 a.m. So like 33.57, like here. So around here, I went long. The reason why I went long was the market today has been in a slight downtrend, but when I took this trade, the market was had a little up, came back down below VWAP, and I took the trade around this time. So it didn't get below the high of Friday, and I liked how Intel strength backed off a little bit to VWAP, but never really got below VWAP. Just kind of stayed on VWAP. I thought, and the volume was heavy, and I thought this was a good candidate for a day trade, a day trade that I went long on. And so my profit target would have been around the high of this key bar, which it did pass. But I actually took this trade for a loss because I exited on 11:30 for a 44-cent loss per share. The reason why I took lost, or the reason why I took the trade in the first place was at 10:35, so around here. SPY looked like it was about to have a bullish 1OP cross. So I liked that, and I liked how Intel was showing early strength and heavy volume. So if the market had some support or had some tailwind for Intel, I believe would have continued up. The bullish cross didn't really amount to anything. I would say it was benign, and it kind of the down. This is like the bullish cross that it resulted in, this little uptick. But then it was followed by some more selling. So my mistake for entry, I waited for a HA reversal, so that was a good. I waited for an alert, but I did not wait for SPY confirmation of the direction I was trading in. So I should have waited to see if the bullish cross actually amounted to anything. Should have waited for a couple like stack green candles or something like that before going long Intel, but I didn't. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I took a loss. The reason why I exited was I realized the bullish cross wasn't amounting to anything, and my stop loss was around, or like my mental stop loss was around the low of the 10:05 candle, so like here, and this red key bar broke through it and closed below that. So I took the loss on this trade. A potential mistake that I did on the exit was maybe my stop loss was too close to the entry price. If it was at this point, the 9:35 candle, as you can see, it bounced right off that support level and started kind of grinding higher through the day. And I would have hit my profit target, which was 1/4, a little more than 1/4 of an ATR. So, really, I don't think it was a horrible trade technically. It was just executed not the best. I mean, I based it off all technicals and not like a gut feeling, so I don't think it was a horrible trade, but still a lot of improvement to be made. The next trade was a very stupid trade on my part. I was going to short Nike at around like 1 o'clock. I think it was like 1:10, or no, I think it was like 1 o'clock right here. But I accidentally, in my thinkorswim, went long on the stock, and I'm under PDT, so a day trade is like gold to me. So that sucks. I was just not being aware enough and went long on the stock when I meant to go short. When I meant to short the stock. So, I mean, this trade didn't really amount to anything, but still the point of I wasn't aware enough to. I have to be more aware of when I'm getting into the trade through thinkorswim, just because I can't make these mistakes, especially under PDT. And so that was a really stupid mistake. I was going to short the stock because I saw some weakness. I saw some weakness in the market around 1. So it probably wasn't the best entry anyways, but I did get a LSRI alert around here. So I did have a reason to enter, but again, the market's first, and you always have to put that into importance first. And the market wasn't showing too much weakness. It had this red bar, but this was followed by by more buying. So really, I shouldn't have gone short unless it got below this level, the low of the day. So really kind of a blessing in disguise, but again, I should have been more aware of what trade I was getting in, like what type of trade I was getting into, and like making sure it was the correct side of the trade. So that was a mistake on my part. Definitely will not make that again. So I'm now out of day trades for a couple days at least, until maybe Wednesday. So gonna just either not be trading at all and just looking at the market, maybe paper trading or taking swing trades. I really just don't want to take swing trades too much because, again, the market, I don't trust this move higher. I'm not so confident in this move higher that I'm going to load up on longs. I'm kind of anticipating a dip possibly, especially based off what Pete's saying and like other traders are saying that like really just focus on day trading right now and focus on mega tech stocks and just kind of focus on that. Someone pointed out in the chat room about this ticker symbol MAGS and how this is a collection of like 7 of the biggest tech stocks or something like that. And so this is a good kind of trace of how the market may be doing right now, because these tech stocks are the ones that are leading the charge, and they're the reason why we're moving so high. We're moving so high so fast. So this is definitely a good stock to kind of just look at and see how it's doing compared to the market. So that's pretty much all that I did today. Not the best day trading today. I mean, I try to stick to my challenge of entering on alerts, which I did, but I just didn't execute the day trades as well as I could have. Still have a lot of work on day trades. I think I'm right now better at swings just because I can lean on the D1. There's more solid resistance and support levels. It's easier to read, in my opinion, for me, and that just may be because I have more experience with swing trading, just because I'm under PDT and I need to swing trade. So yeah, I still have a lot of work with day trading and swing trading too, but yeah, I'm still proud of that. I was able to follow technicals instead of like more of a gut feeling or like getting scared out of trades and all that stuff. I was following exactly my game plan, and the game plan just needs refinement now. Some market analysis. As you know, market has been in an uptrend, pretty strong uptrend. Solid dip May 23rd with a red key bar. Didn't really amount to too much of a dip. We saw another red key bar on June 20th and amounted in a tiny dip, which resulted in this compression zone until July 2nd, which we kind of poked above it and continued July 3rd and July 5th. And then now here we are today. It is 2 o'clock, and we are basically forming a doji. I don't know if that will be the end or if we'll have a stronger move. It seems like we've been below VWAP most of the day, and we can't seem to get above it right now. But we're sticking pretty close to it. We had this little dip right here, but this was kind of a slow grind back up to like right under VWAP. So we can just talk more about intraday. We gapped up to an all-time high. This was followed by kind of indecision, not sure where we're going on VWAP. Some buying, but as you can see by these long wicks, buyers didn't have complete control. They were stronger at this point, but there was still a lot of sellers nearby. That's why I was pushing this price down. This was then followed by a very small doji, basically exactly really no movement. Then some selling, broke through VWAP on this candle, and some consecutive selling down. This acted the high of Friday acted as support. So the high Friday acted as some support for SPY, but at 12 o'clock we were able to break through it with this dip, but then a slow grind higher back above it. And so that's where we're at right now, kind of going really nowhere. Can't get above VWAP, so that's the market right now. And now I can do some potential stock picks. As I said, I'm not really the biggest fan of swing trading right now. So I'm going to do some potential day trades that could be taken today. But this is all in what the market's going to be doing. So in my opinion, the market is going to be, I don't think it's going to get above VWAP today. It just hasn't been above VWAP the 1OP is kind of compressing. It's not really going anywhere. It's below zero, and there's sellers present. So I think we're going to have another dip down, probably challenge this low, and so I'm going to be looking for potential bearish picks that could be taken today. Nike is an okay bearish pick, but this strength is a little too strong for me on a day trading basis, so I wouldn't take this anymore. So we can just look at the rest of Red Royal Flush. McDonald's is okay. Etsy. I like Starbucks a lot. I also like Starbucks on a D1 basis as well. As I mentioned, that was my last pick. And it still has a decent way to go until the low of the May 8th, May 7th candle at 72.25. So it still has a little less than $3 to go. So you can still make pretty good money off this move. But it's just been super weak compared to the market. So I like Starbucks a lot. Disney was looking good, but I guess it started going back up and it cracked above VWAP. So I liked Disney, but not really anymore. Especially D1 is not the best. I like this crack below the 200 SMA, but it's not really crazy follow through selling. So I'll skip on Disney. Cisco looks decent, but definitely some support around this level. As you can see, it's just rejected. So I would definitely not go short that right now. ZI. This is not the greatest D1, but it still has some room until this trend line. 1190. So 30 cents, which isn't the greatest. It's more than a half of an ATR, which is okay for a day trade, but you would have to buy a lot of these stocks. I just got an alert for LSRI alert for Starbucks, so I think Starbucks may be my pick of the day. Super weak, volume's picking up again, and I think as the market will continue down, testing this low, I think Starbucks will follow, and Starbucks can be setting up for a pretty good day trade. So that's my pick of the day, Starbucks. I'll put that in my YouTube, and we'll see how it does tomorrow. So that's everything for today. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.